下。也来，等下你再跟我讲。Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the crypto TokenClan Crypto Talk Show. So we were delayed by 10 minutes because of due to some technical difficulties on YouTube. We were waiting for YouTube to give us the live. So we have been delayed a bit. So thanks for waiting. And I make sure that in the next 20 to 30 minutes, we are going to give you some awesome content. So stay with us. If you are the first time watching a TokenClan Crypto Talk Show, I want to share with you that in this Crypto Talk Show, we introduce you to industry experts that talks about cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies. In the past show, we featured a multi-million portfolio fund managers to talk about Bitcoin. We have Charles Allen, the CEO of a blockchain-focused public listed company based in the US, to talk about Ethereum 2.0 staking. Also, we listened to a CEO of a wealth advisory firm to share his views on cryptocurrencies. We were a featured speaker on alternative blockchain group in Finland, Helsinki, on the subject of Bitcoin halving back in May 2020. Our past Crypto Talk Show, we featured One Way, a senior lecturer from Block Degree who have also guest lectured in Crypto Valley, Nanyang Polytechnic, and many other blockchain conferences and private seminars in the show. Now, in our weekly YouTube videos, we share DeFi projects. We cover a lot of them, and we cover them because we found them unique and interesting. And in fact, some of these DeFi projects are the very platforms that we use them every single day. With the expertise and the experience of our invited guests, we hope to bring you new and interesting perspective of cryptocurrencies and blockchain tech. If you like more crypto contents like this, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, and click the notification bell. And of course, we have a Telegram channel. We are very active in Telegram, and we publish news items every single day. Now going into the meat of this webinar today. Why out of a sudden? If you are a frequent viewer of our channel, you know that we cover 80 to 90% of our content this year alone that we covered are all about DeFi projects and yield farming. But why are we discussing something different today? Now, so let me answer this question first. Now, gaming industry is huge. The market is measured to be over 90 billion in 2020. In the past 3 months, the crypto economy has just brought gaming into the next level. Now, what do I mean? In-game assets are now coded onto the blockchain, and their quantities are now limited by smart contracts. These in-game assets are what we commonly call NFTs. These NFTs or in-game tokens can easily be cashed out into your fiat currencies with a crypto exchange near you. The crypto economy has created a new market that can turn the love of online gaming from a pastime hobby to now a serious business through titles such as Axie Infinity. A new class of games is emerging where playing presents an investment opportunity and even potentially a way to earn a living. Now, my second point, why are we covering this? While it is certainly not easy for many people to participate in yield farming and DeFi that happens on Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum, it is a lot easier for people to jump in on crypto gaming, turning their free time into money-making opportunities with little risk. Many in the crypto space will know that the market correction that happened on 20th May this year. From our data and fact-finding, this particular group of gaming tokens were the first to recover and stabilize before going to their highs of today. Now, let me give you a few examples. This is Axie Infinity shards, governance tokens for the game that we are going to discuss in depth today with the invited guest later. This token, from the May correction, we see a low of $3 to now $78. This is another upcoming games that will also be published on Steam. My Neighbor Alice, from $4 during that correction to now $16. There's Crypto Blades, that is a game on Binance Smart Chain, $2 to a high of $160, and now we are seeing it at $44 right now today. Farah Land, another crypto gaming, have a correction on 27, and then we see a strong recovery with many of the crypto tokens in July, and now we are seeing a lot of highs coming for crypto gaming categories of cryptocurrencies. And of course, my DeFi pet, another digital pet gaming that looks like that is Pokemon inspired, that is on Binance Smart Chain, is from the lows of 28 cents and strongly recovered and stabilized, and then they were the ones that rallies and now is heading and leading the crypto markets right now for this group of coins. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not in any way telling you to go and buy these tokens, and don't fall for a common trap. If crypto gaming is big, so what other coins should I buy? Let me give you some caution for these categories of coins. Gaming tokens are mostly utility tokens. Players buy them to be consumed and expanded in game. They are not by any means a store of value. At least for now, they are not proven to be a good store of value. And as a result, if you aren't playing the game, if you are holding them to sell it for a higher price, you're putting yourself at a high risk. So what do I mean by consume and expanded in game? For example, Axie, these Pokemon inspired monsters in this game needs the token SLP and AXS tokens to breed. So this is one example. So what's valuable in crypto gaming are often the in-game assets we call NFTs that can only be earned while playing these games. And here is one example of a land NFT sales. This is from another game. This is not Axie Infinity. So if you take a look here, we have land prices from a plot, and we are selling 565 for $40 a plot. And this NFT land sales were closed in a matter of 2 days. All were sold out from $40 a plot that has availability of 5,657 to a city that you can own and buy in game for one city for $80,000. These are serious money, and all were sold out till today in just a matter of 2 days. So with that, if you want to have some exposure in crypto gaming, you better be doing more of this research and take a look at all the NFTs, the in-games NFTs, to hold for a better value outcome. And of course, if you treat it as an investment opportunity, you should be looking into this direction. So let us bring back to today's topic of Axie Infinity. This is the best game right now, the hottest that we can see, and it has the most success at the moment. Axie Infinity is a Vietnamese gaming company backed by Ubisoft. Ubisoft, to many gamers right now, Ubisoft is a AAA game publisher. They are not a small startup company, but they are big even in the traditional gaming industry. Many gamers will know this hugely successful game franchise, which are owned by Ubisoft. They are the Assassin's Creed. Axie Infinity is backed by Ubisoft. then this franchise, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Rainbow Siege, they are all very successful. And also, Axie Infinity is what is now the most successful game on Ethereum right now. It raked in $1 billion in sales in just in this year alone. Then Axie Infinity players, they buy 2 houses in Philippines from in-game profits, as documented by Binance.com. Axie land sales. Axie Infinity has a lands NFTs that a user sold 888 Ethereums worth about 1.5 million at that time. It was the largest NFT sale at that moment. Top players are reportedly earning $435 per day from their Axies. So today, though I do not play Axie Infinity, I have invited a team of Axie Infinity trainers and breeders onto the show today to share with us more about this game. I am sure many of you by now will be very interested, wanting to know more about Axie Infinity, how you can have fun gaming, earn some good money by getting involved in this crypto gaming trend. With that, I will now invite Sue and Eve to the show. While waiting for them to come online, they have gifted us one complimentary ticket to their upcoming paid webinar happening on 28 August, 10 a.m. SGT time, which is this coming Saturday. It is a 3-hour webinar titled on how to make $500 per month playing Axie Infinity. In this webinar, they will demonstrate 10 ways to earn consistent income every month. We will be giving away this ticket to one lucky winner on 26 August. To qualify, be sure to go to my Twitter post found on the link description box below this video. Be sure to follow my Twitter account, like the post, and retweet. And with that, you will qualify and see if you can win yourself one ticket to this upcoming paid webinar. With that, let me get myself prepared. Hi, Sue and Eve. Thanks for joining us in this crypto talk show today.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Okay, now can you give us a brief introduction of yourself and how you get started on Axie Infinity?
Okay, I shall begin first. So my name is Eve. I'm currently a university student, and I knew this game during my summer break where I wanted to earn like some part-time cash, and then I introduced this game to Sue.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sue. I'm a former UX designer who currently work who work in a data analytics company. And I just want to share a funny story about how I get into the game. So initially, so Eve actually wanted to introduce the games to my husband instead of me, because simply I don't play games. I don't have any games in my phones at all. And I'm a total noob in games, so I don't want to get involved. But then they happens to set up the games, and then by chance I get to try it, right? I straight away tell Eve that I'm on because it's so simple, and for people who are so noob gamer like me, right? If I can play, right, I'm sure a lot of people can play this game for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Then now so did you actually have fun playing that game?
Yeah, definitely.
For Sue?
It's definitely a very easy understand games in terms of the mechanism, and I'm not to mention the graphic is really nice. I mean, my background was a graphic designer. I really appreciate like the kind of a very complete of I know that I have seen lots of crypto games, right? But a lot of crypto games are being in the dev stage where I would say the visually is not really being completed yet, but Axie is really something that have done a lot of works in terms of their visual perspective. Yeah, so I appreciate that.
Wow. So can you tell us what's this play to earn concept of gaming and how does it work in the game Axie Infinity?
So based on my understanding about play to earn, right? Because to be honest, I just started this game not long ago, and I mean the term is just as straightforward as what it means by you play to earn money, like real cash money. But of course, you don't get the cash money straight away from the games itself. You will earn the in-game tokens, and using the in-game tokens, it can be exchanged to like our real world money. And of course, play to earn, right, is a latest trend of game development that they want to embrace the open economy concept and giving this provide this financial benefits to the player who make contributions to the gaming industry. And in Axie Infinity, right, there's actually many ways to make money out of it, which also that will be our focus point of to discuss during our workshop this Saturday. Yeah, so we want to share with like people who are interested in playing games and play to earn money concepts, right? So that they will know more than just playing the games, and there's many other ways that you can earn and by involved in the games, not by playing the game, but there's many ways that you can get involved in the game and earn some money. And also we want to talk about what is the SLP, right? Which is the in-game tokens that we will earn through gameplay, and that can be exchanged into the real cash money. But of course, there's a lot of transactions you need to make in the mid of it. And you also talk about AXS, which is the tokens that serve as a governance to help player make decisions that concerns the running of the games. Yeah. So maybe briefly, I will just share about what is SLP. SLP is a short terms of smaller portions where you get to earn it when you play the games through like adventure or arena. And so every time you battle with whether it's computer in adventure or some real-time player in arenas, right? Each game that you win, you will earn some SLP, like maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. It depends on what level you get. And this SLP, right, daily you can earn up to 75 a day, and it will make up to about $500 if a month if you are committed to the games, like really committed to the games and played it.
Yep.
Yeah, and this depends.
Maybe let me interrupt a little bit because some of my viewers may not know what is a game Axie Infinity like. Maybe you want to share with them back to the basics of what is actually in Axie Infinity.
Also, Axie Infinity is a Pokemon. If many of you have played Pokemon Go before, I would say it's a very similar concept. Yeah. So, but the difference is that you probably need to clear more levels to maybe by battling with computers, or you can go to arena. Well, Pokemon Go actually has that you actually battle with the real time player. So it's a similar that Axie is actually like a monster. Like Pokemon, you have Pokemon creatures, but Axie is actually the monsters that created as a character in the games. Yeah, so by getting you need 3 Axies to form a team in your accounts, and then you start playing, and then you get into the different levels to play and battling with computers to gain SLP a day. Yeah, that's just a very brief of about the games.
Okay, then how did the recent crypto volatility we have in May 20th this year we have a significant correction. So I believe there were some prizes that affect the prices of EXS. So were that even something that you have affected your gaming journey, gaming experience during the game?
I would say there's I mean, regardless whether the volatility goes ups or downs, right? I mean, it would definitely affect us in some way, but there's good and bad ways as well. So if let's say the SLP or the AXS drops, right? It is good for a gamer who's just started to play because you will get to buy the Axis in the cheaper price. Yeah, so I just want to quote an example what is this scenario all about is me, Eve, and one of her friend Chris who played together started at the same times, right? Eve is the one who started first. So he has formed her teams, right? Using like we are all getting the same axis, like really similar stats, two aqua and one plunge, right? And yeah, so the price that Eve has formed her teams is she spends about 3K just to form her 3 axis team. While Chris, who is the second one who started the games, and he get his team, which is the same one with Eve. He spent actually about 2,000 plus. While I was the third one who get into the games, right? I actually spent about 1,008, which is $200 cheaper. So if in these scenarios, right, SLP or AXS drops, right? I mean, I get to spend like lesser to get into the games. So it benefits to me in a way. Yeah. So, but of course, if SLP increase, right, I'll probably need to spend more. But if SLP increase, of course, my daily earnings, right, like the 75 SLP that I earn every day, right, I can exchange for higher value of money. Yeah, that's what we feel about like whether the volatility ups or downs, right? It definitely benefit us in some way.
Yeah, good to hear that the market volatility has not affected your gameplay. In fact, the drop has actually rewarded you with having deep discount.
Yeah,
of
definitely.
Good axes at steep discounts.
Yes.
And so I will quote a few snippets that I picked up from online publications, and then I talk about them, and then feel free to comment on them and tell us your perspective, your gaming perspective of these quotes and snippets. Let me go to it. I have left the reference articles that I put in the video link description box right below. So if you want to have a reference, you feel free to take that. These are the articles that I have taken their excerpts and snippets from. So first thing, I know you guys have an upcoming course on Axie Infinity. So it is titled "How to Make $500+ per month in playing Axie Infinity," and you are showing them 10 different ways to do that. So my question is that my question here is that, can I do more if I feel that 500+? Yeah, I want to make even more. Is your course designed that I can earn probably more than what I have expected here?
Definitely. So I would say like 500+ is definitely the base earnings that you can get for now if you are just focused on playing the games, which is I would say it's a very intuitive games for me at least. Then if you want to earn more than $500, like $500 plus a month, right? I mean, there's more that you can do. I mean, that's the reason why we want to start this workshop, to share with people, like, why, what are the method or approach, right, that the player can, try on and earn more than that. Like, like if is actually a breeder, like she's focused a lot of other than just play the games, right, she'll focus on breeding the Axies also, which actually help us make a lot of more transactions and tradings and make even more money from out of the Axies game. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So if you're really interested to find out, like, I know there's many other ways that you can find out. Like, feel free to join us on this Saturday's workshop.
Okay, yeah, to my next question. So top players are reportedly earning 1,500 SLP tokens, which is worth at that time $435 per day with their Axies. So first thing, what can I know how are these players ranked? Because in this snippet it says top players. How are these players ranked in game, and how to be a top players to earn this much?
So to begin with, right, there's this stage of games called Arena in the games itself. And Arena is actually the place for as a players, right? You play with other player, a real-time player from the other side of the world, and based on the level that you are at right now, right? The game would randomly pair with you with another player that is around the same level with you. So if you battle with the players, right, and if you win the battle, your ranking will be increased. But if you lose, right, your ranking will be decreased in a way. So the more games you play, right, and the more games you win, of course your rank will go up. So in conclusion, you need to play more just to earn your rank. But of course you need to win at the first place.
So that's the PvP, right? Players versus players context.
Correct.
that you are being ranked.
Yes. It is currently at season 18, right?
Yeah, season 18. So the PvP during season 18 is actually more important because this is the only way that we can earn more SLP.
Yeah.
So the more you win Arena, the more SLP you earn if you play and win Arena when you have energy left.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and here. So players need to start by buying 3 Axies. They are available from US $190 to an average of $350 or perhaps even higher. Can I know what are the difference between an expensive Axie and a very cheap Axie?
Okay, so for example, cheap Axies, they're usually called floor Axies because they're the cheapest. So for floor Axies, people will sell them regardless of like their purity level, as Axie have like 9 classes. So they may be like a mixed bug or mixed plant, you know. So their base stats may be lower than compared to like a purer Axie. For example, plant Axies have like a maximum HP level of 61. So if you buy an unpure plant, it will have like lesser HP. So during Arena, you may lose out as the plant is meant to be a tank. So if the HP is lower than other plants, it may affect the rest of your Axies as your opponent Axies can attack them easily. So for like expensive Axies, they're usually like the purer ones or Axies that haven't been breeded before. So each Axie can be breeded for like 7 times. So people will usually buy these pure Axies that hasn't been breeded to start a breeding farm to generate like consistent income. So these Axies would yield a higher price. But a lower price Axie doesn't necessarily mean that their cards are weaker or like their damage are lower. It just determines on how you price them. Like it can like be basic economics like demand and supply. So for example, an Axie that's in demand right now, but the supply is really low, so the price would like generally be higher.
So to in order to get started, so what kind of budget that I'm looking at to start playing, to have these 3 Axie in my wallet?
Okay, so for example, Sue, she started with around 1.7k SGD for like a generally quite good team, which is Plant and Aqua. So both Aquas are doing their job where they have like enough damage power and they also have like 0 energy cards and backdoor cards. So to know more about this type of cards, please join our workshop on Saturday where we will explain about it more. And Her plant also is a pure plant, so it has like maximum HP, so it's like a very reliable tank. So 1.7K I think would be good to start with.
Okay, so for many of you, if you aren't intending to put in any money to this game, right? But please stay tuned first. There is another path where you don't even need to get to even put a single cent onto this game and still participate and get a share of it. So but it will be a later part. Now, I want to understand what is you see the most expensive ever Axie, a triple mystic called Angel. Wow, so whopping 300 ether in the late 2020, which is around 120k US dollars. What on earth is a mystic Axie?
Okay, so to understand what a mystic Axie is, you must first understand what an origin Axie is. So in this game, there are only 4,088 Axies with this origin tag. So in my opinion, I believe that origin Axies are only like in demand or very expensive because it's limited and it's for collectors. Okay, so origin Axies can sometimes have mystic parts. So like for original Axies, they have like their back, their mouth and everything. So origin Axies may sometimes have a mystic mouth or mystic tail. It may not necessarily be a mystic Axie if it's an origin Axie. Yeah, so there are only like a maximum of like 4 mystic parts in an Axie that we know of right now. Yeah.
Currently how much is the price of mystic Axie right now? Just from your head right now, is it going to be this expensive or even more expensive than the quoted one here?
I think it wouldn't be as expensive as this Axie right now because like the SLP earnings have decreased, so like the market is doing like a little bit worse than what it has been doing since the late like 2020. So and this Angel, actually the special thing about it is that its Axie like ID is very low. So compared to other Axies, like when you're comparing speed, this Axie will win if like all the other base stats and everything is similar to the other Axie.
Okay. So an average, so this is the top lah. So an average will be like 50-60K per mystic Axie right now on the marketplace.
I assume so.
Okay. Let me move on. So this one, he has started with 3 teams. He invested 16K so far on Axies, and he predicts that he is going to see a profit from his latest team within 1 to 2 months. So my question is that, assuming that I actually bought Axie with some money, and how long can I recoup back my capital or invested funds by playing?
So I think, right, if it's based on what we have right now, like how much I have spent, right, like about 1,007 or 1,008, right, and based on what I can commit to the games and earn up to 75, not extending to other methods of earnings, but by just playing the games, right, I can earn 75 SLP a day, not doing anything else, So I think likely within less than 3 months, I'll be able to break even what I have spent. And yeah, and then from there on, I can like whatever I earn, right, will be like as a bonus or extra earnings as my extra income for that.
So I'm taking the cue that you are taking the least effort to play the game and to recoup your capital back, right? Is that
correct? At
is
least
that what? Okay.
that's for at least my approach, because me and Eve are a total different way of Axis player. Yeah, she's the players that will do a lot of calculations, do breedings, and I mean that's allowed her to earn more than 75 XLP. And then on top of that, right, by breeding the more axes and do tradings, right, she can definitely earn more than that. But for my case is, if I really just do a daily check-in and then complete whatever daily quests and do the arena and use up all the energy to complete earn the maximum SLPs, right? That's 75 a day, and what I've shared is like make up to about 500. That's the minimum commitment that we can earn from the game itself.
Okay, here on to the next one. I think it's the final one of the snippets that I are going to comment, to let you guys comment and share your perspective on. We don't sell any of our Axies we breed. We save them and we loan them out to more scholars. So this, can I understand what is this context of scholars and how does the loaning works? I guess it's for people who are not going to put a single dollar into the game, and they can loan some Axies from these people. So how does the loaning works? Is this easy?
Yes, it is actually quite easy because, like, for example, I'm a manager, so I start out scholarships. So I'll just like buy a lot of Axie teams, and then I'll create like additional accounts for the scholar, and then I will give them the Axies. So they only need like an Android phone to download the game, and then I'll pass them like the QR code, and then they can start playing the game already. They do not have to care about any of like the hassle of starting up an account, putting in Ethereum, and buying their own Axies. And for the manager side, it's also like quite safe because they cannot remove the Ronin password or the MetaMask account from the account that we provide the scholars. So it's pretty much quite good for both sides.
Yeah, I just want to add on the scholars, right? Like if you are play as a scholars, right, you also have the fast fee to set up all the accounts, and also you don't need to have to take the risk of like, you know, maybe one day SLP is going down. I mean, that's something that we are not able to predict, right? So you as a scholars, right, you will just have the agreement with the manager itself, like, you know, how much you're gonna split the percentage of the earnings, and just get whatever, you know, the numbers that he or she is committed, and not to worry about, you know, whether the SLP is rise or dropped. Yeah.
So okay, so in this kind of agreement that is inbuilt in game in Axie Infinities, I presume that the SLP will be shared with the scholars and the owners, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and this is being decided by the owner, right?
It will be decided between both parties. So
Okay.
usually it's like a 30-70 split.
Yeah, okay. So one more thing is that every time we tweet out that we have 50 scholarships available, we have hundreds of them on the waiting list. So that's the traction that we are hearing right now for Axie Infinity scholarship. Okay, so I'm done with this. We have a few of questions more. Let me change the layout. So we know that you have an upcoming Axie Infinity course coming up. Can you tell us what we will learn in this 3-hour course happening on 28th August, 10 a.m. SGT time?
Yeah, so other than we have like shared earlier, right? In nutshell, right, we will share more about what is this play to earn concept in depth, and also we'll focus on talking and sharing about, you know, the 10 ways or more than 10 ways to earn money from Axie Infinity. Like we will share in depth, right, how we're gonna like this for instance, right, we will share about like how you're gonna like breed and earn and trade Axies and earn more money rather than just playing the games. This is just one of the way out of the many ways that we will share. But of course, we will talk a little bit more in depth during the workshop on Saturday. And then of course, I think the most important is also going through like how to set up an account, which it will require a bit of technical skills. And as well as we'll do like live gameplay as a demo, you know, like how you're gonna play the games and what are the daily quests looks like, and maybe just share a little bit of tips like how you can win the games in arena. Provided our level is not like too high to compete with other players. And then lastly, we will also have followed by a Q&A session. So I mean, if player or people are interested in the games, right, can ask us any question, and we will try our very best to answer all the questions. Yeah.
So then, so if you want to highlight one strong point about your course, so what is unique about your course compared to those content we can find on YouTube? So
we did some research previously, and we realized that there's actually a lot of resources online, right? It's either too technical, at least for me, too technical, and I'm auntie, so too technical might be very difficult to absorb. And also, like, a lot of online contents are being divided. Like, for instance, I don't have a contents like all together, how I start to play the game, how I set up an account, and what is the chances to win the games, and what kind of cards should I play. Yeah, so like, things are very divided. So if I wouldn't understand about these games, right, I basically need to do a puzzle. So the puzzle might be missing one piece. That's my challenge as a non-gamer player. So our workshops, right, we really aims to like combine all these together, right, to provide people who are interested to play the games, right, a very all-around view about Axie Infinity. And like, just to make it as simple as like, how this play to earn concept that can help them to earn more extra money. Yeah. And I'm sure that our contents are quite original, like to share with people, like, that many different ways that how to earn money from
10 different ways, yeah.
Yeah, the 10 different ways, which is a very original content. We kind of create the contents ourselves.
So for many of you, you can find the links to this content is happening on Eventbrite. So you can it's a paid content that costs about $90. So I encourage those people who want to take a look at who want to take action and take a look at crypto gamings, you should go for this course and learn about this Axie Infinity. My last question for you and Sue and Eth. Can you tell us why we should start gaming on Axie Infinity right now?
I mean, other than we have shared, like whatever we have shared earlier, right? You can earn money from the games, and we really believe that Axie Infinities, right? They will definitely continue to grow, especially there's so many like tweet about it. There's so many hype about these games, right? The awareness of this game will definitely go up again, especially it start to rise up in like Malaysia, Singapore, other country than Philippines or Vietnam, right? Yeah, so this game will definitely continue to gain their popularity. And also, like, because of the SLP halving event in season 18, right? We believe that the SLP will rise as well. So I think this is probably the very good times to start the games, and then at least you sell an SLP at a very good price. And also, what is currently in the pipeline of Axie Infinity is they are implementing the land of gameplay, where there's an opportunity for player to create their own mini games in the Axie land. So if you own the lands, right, you can actually decide what kind of game to play in your land and let other players come in. And this is a total different game era, I would say. And now compared to our traditional games, like you just play what the developer has created. And now you get to decide what to play in your own lands. And this is definitely something big and new. And we really think that this is something really potentials and has unlimited a space to grow. And yeah, so I think like this is probably the best time for people to kickstart to play the games right now.
Yep.
Shouldn't be wait no more.
Yep, sure. So for those who are interested in getting this to go for this 3 hours webinar on how to make $500 per month, playing Axie Infinity's 10 different ways, 10 unique ways, you should go. You should proceed to the links that found on this link description box right below. Proceed to sign up on Eventbrite, and then of course you should also if you happen to join us later part just now, you should know that we have a giveaway contest. We are giving away one ticket to one lucky winner 2 days later. So be sure to retweet our Twitter post, follow our Twitter account, like and retweet. So this will qualify yourself to win one. We will contact you if you are the winner on the 26th. So I do encourage you to find out more about Axie Infinity, and if you want to be serious and get yourself started in the right steps, be sure to get this course by Sue and Eve. So with that, I think that's the end. Thanks Eve and Sue for joining us today in this crypto talk session. So with that, I want to say that in our next upcoming crypto talks, we have Omar Chen from ZB Exchange, which is going to join us next week. For more details, you should check out our Telegram and YouTube. So thanks everyone for the wait. We will see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Thanks, Warren.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.